Welcome to Cooperville.
Joe's already in the house. What's up? We're back. Hope you all had a enjoyable Memorial Day weekend, holiday. Hope you took some time to remember why we got that extra day. Celebrate our freedom for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Forever grateful. Forever grateful. Welcome to Cooperville Live. Glad to be back with you on a Tuesday. Pretty sure it's Tuesday, right? That's the problem when you get that extra day off. You're like, I don't know what day it is. Not. But we're back in business. Austin Bishop going to be on the show a little bit later on. Excited for that. There we are. Here you are. Here we are. We're all here together. And happy to be so. Glad to be here. Got a heat wave rolling. 80 degrees. Temperature going up. We're going to be in the 90s this weekend. Hope you got your shorty shorts ready for summer. I think it's here now, Joe. Joe and I, we went back and forth last week when it fucking snowed. Wait, what? We get it all. We get it all here. Though I did see some great pictures of a hail storm, not the band, but actual hail, yesterday, just north of where we are. Yuck. Joe says yuck. Neil? Yeah. It's gonna be that sticky, sweaty, gooey, ooey kind of heat, too. Humidity levels up. Sweaty, Joey summer. I respect that. I don't mind. I like finding reprieve from the summer. You know what I'm saying, Joe? Maybe hit up the lake this weekend. Feels like a good lake weekend. I'm a graduation party on Saturday, but maybe after that, maybe it's the lake. So if anybody has a house on the lake, hi, I'm Cooper. I would like to be your friend. Come and hang out at your place. But we got a couple days. We got a couple days of some warm-ish temps, and then I think it kicks up like Wednesday or Thursday or Friday and into the weekend. We hit those 90s, and it'll take me back to Florida from week before last. Can't believe been back for a full week now. Crazy stuff. Wherever you're watching, thank you. Facebook, on the Facebook page, Cooperville Live, youtube.com/Cooperville Live, as well as Twitch. We on the Twitch, twitch.tv/Cooperville Live, or just search Cooperville Live on the Twitch app, and you will be able to watch the show. Make sure you follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the show. We're trying to expand. We're trying to grow. And we're super excited to have Austin Bishop back on the program. We got to get him in now because dude's got a busy month. Show after show after show after show, and super excited for him to be able to get back out and crank up the live stuff in the month of June. So a lot of that happening across the country. Been noticing a lot of, all of a sudden, the tour posters are popping back up. None of that 2022 bullshit either. It's all like, summer 2021, we're coming at you. Even some fall stuff being announced. It's good to see bands and artists getting back out there and doing the thing that they haven't really been able to do at a full capacity for over a year now. So it's good to see live music coming back. Of course, we have Country Fest, which I MC, which I am your master of ceremonies for, coming up in a couple of weeks in Cadott with Thomas Rhett and Kane Brown and Dirk Bentley and Cole Swindell and Brothers Osborne, Lauren Elena, amongst many others. Kentucky Headhunter is going to be there kicking things off on Wednesday. So super excited for that coming up the 24th, 25th, 26th, the 23rd is the kickoff date. Countryfest.com for tickets, camping, all the stuff. Come and join us. It's your happy place, people. Country Fest. And I get to be there talking on the microphone. So I'm excited for that. Countryfest.com. Make sure you hit that up. Speaking of places to check out, show is also brought to you by Cooperville Clothing. Check out our new selection of men's and women's tanks. We put up a bunch of these pre-Memorial Day with our American paint, red, white, and blue. There's the red, there's the white, there's the blue. Women's racerback tank tops. We got those. I don't know if we did the men's ones too, I believe. There we go. There they are. The blackout. I love the blackout. That's my fave. That's my jam. And then we also have in red, white, and blue as well, the American paint tank for men. So, Joe, if you don't like the summer, there you go, man. Keep it breezy. Keeping it breezy. You can get these in time for the 4th of July now. You know? There you go. 3rd of July, or 2nd of July, 3rd of July, 4th of July, and maybe the 5th. There you go. You're all set. CoopervilleClothing.com is the website for all of our apparel, adding new stuff weekly. Now, we got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be dropping in the next 7 days, so please make sure you hit over there and become in tune with what we have going on. CoopervilleClothing.com. Also, CaptainCoops.com is our beard products. We got all the beard oils. We have, of course, our beard balms, which are huge. Dudes with beards love the beard balm. You know who else loves the beard balm? It's really weird. Is the ladies. Ladies love it. It's a great skin moisturizer, which I've learned. Captain's Quarters all the way. There you go. Add that to your cart. We got subscription plans as well. We also have gift cards. So if you have, Father's Day is coming up in a couple weekends. So if you're shopping for a dude or a dad on your list in your life, gift cards available. $10 up to, I believe we do up to 100. There we go. Boom, pow. You can check that out at CaptainCoops.com. Also, big shout out to my friends at Midwest Meals, MidwestMeals.com. Your healthy to-go meals, ready to go. Throw them in the microwave. Life good. All your macros on there as well. You can buy bulk stuff. We do bulk ground turkey around here. Throw it on salads. Bunch of other cool stuff. The lean turkey tacos, that is my jam. MidwestMeals.com. Use the promo code Cooper at checkout and get 10% off your first order. MidwestMeals.com. My homie Dan Beck doing it all good over there at Midwest Meals. Expanding they are, which is cool stuff. So thank you to all of our sponsors. And, of course, Monster Energy. Keeping it real, keeping it live, keeping me energized. That's that Monster Hydro right there, man. That's the good stuff. That's the branched chain amino acids and electrolytes and caffeine. Woo! Everything the body needs to keep a smile on your face and your eyes open. I got to be careful, though. As I get older, I've noticed this. Like, as I get later in the day, C-Dub's back in the house. Do you think I should get a gaming mouse pad and a cooling pad for my laptop? Absolutely. Especially the mouse pad. Super important. Which I found because I have, like mine, I keep on rolling off of. And obviously, C-Dubs, you're gaming, so you're a little more intertwined with the mouse. And cooling is important. I got on my PC, we got 6 fans running on it to keep it cool. You got to keep it cool when you're doing the streaming. Keeps our CPU usage down too, so that's a good thing. It's bueno. We like it. So there you go. Whiskey and diet tonight, Joe. Like it on a Tuesday. America. I would, but like I said, I start as it gets later in the day, and I forget that I'm having a caffeinated beverage. All of a sudden, I'm like, I'm kind of tired. Probably should go to bed. Look about the time. I get up early in the morning and do my thing. And then I just sit there and I'm like, oh, that's right. Caffeine takes 4 hours to wear off. You may not realize it because you don't get that. Bound to sit there and end up watching like last night it was 14 episodes of Criminal Minds. I'm like, should be sleeping, but here I am. Never even watched Criminal Minds until recently. Now I'm addicted. I'll fall asleep to this. No, you won't. In Malaysia, can't find Monster Energy in store. Interesting. But we appreciate you watching in Malaysia. Monster, I know they are global. They got stuff all over the place. They sponsor a bunch of festivals overseas. So I'll put a call in, C-Dubs. Call my guy, be like, hey, can we get some Monster in Malaysia? That'd be fantastic. And we'll see what he says. We can only hope. I have a garage full. Of Monster. If y'all follow me on Instagram or follow the show on Instagram, which is at Cooperville Live for the show and at No Limit Cooper Official for my personal page on there, we have like 50 cases of Monster just in the garage. I'm set for a bit. Just set for a minute. A bunch of the new stuff, too. The new Rain Body Fuel flavors. The Inferno, which is good. Got that thermogenic in it, so it kind of warms you up from the inside out. It's wild. It's wild stuff. Makes me feel better about all the things that we have going on. As you saw, the clothing line, and we got the beard company, which we're going to do some expanding on that. Some new products coming out very soon. And then, of course, C4 Productions. We've got a new episode of Chippa Chats that drops on Friday. And then Momentum Fitness Podcast, which we also do here with C4 Productions. That's 2 episodes, video and audio coming out this week, too. So busy stuff that requires mass amounts of Monster Energy just to get me through the day. But thank you all also for being a part in the comments. Follow me on Instagram. I saw that, C-Dubs. Thank you. I'll give you a follow back. I saw it pop up, and I'll give you a follow back as soon as I get off of today's show. We'll jump on there, do some things. Like I said, Austin Bishop is coming back on the show. He'll be on at about 6 o'clock, so stand by for that. Lots to talk about in the world today. I want to say the big news, because maybe you didn't even hear about this. And I've mentioned like the concern about space junk before. Oh, Mom's in the house. What's up, Mom? I'm in California. Thank you for tuning in. Space junk is going to become an issue. It's like we have a problem here on Earth with getting rid of shit in dumps and in landfills and whatever. When you assholes that litter. Like I was out running this morning. My path I run down by the river. One of the paths by the river I run. It's kind of like you have to go through a wooded area. Like somebody threw a fucking coffee maker out there. Don't do that. Joe D. How you doing, darling? Hope you are well. Hope all is well. Jody's in the house. So we already have a problem littering on Earth and just junk piling up everywhere. Now we've taken that, to space because we don't really retrieve this stuff that we put up into space. Satellites go dead all the time and they just fucking float around. Ridiculous. Now we're fucking it up. C-Dubs watching on the tube. Jody's on Twitch. My mom is watching on Facebook. Joe on the tube as well. Appreciate y'all, wherever you're watching. Now we have an issue, again, with junk in outer space. This comes from NBC News as a piece of space junk smashed into the International Space Station and damaged the orbiting lab's robotic arm, according to NASA and the Canadian Space Agency. A puncture in the arm's protective thermal covering was noticed during a routine inspection on May 12th, but the nearly 60-foot robotic appendage remains functional. The collision highlights the growing threat posed by orbital debris as the narrow band of space around Earth becomes increasingly crowded with satellites, spent rocket parts, and other wayward objects. Experts have said the problem is magnified by society's dependence on satellite systems for telecommunications, GPS, and other everyday conveniences. That's the thing, nobody wants the International Space Station to be destroyed. But if it hits a satellite that happens to control, I don't know, the GPS in your car, on your phone, all the things where you're like, how many of you know what a fucking map is? Used to be in every single glove compartment in every car. Now we're like, ask the robot to tell me how to. That's how we got around down in Florida. We're like, ask the robot where the nearest sandwich shop is. Here you go. Left, right. Like we start taking out satellites. That's when society will determine that we need to figure out how to get rid of space junk. But until it affects us in our everyday lives, we're like, whatever. That's the same thing on Earth. Same thing down here when we're like, it's fine. Whatever. I remember the first time I went down to the Carolinas. Maybe not the first time. One of the times I went down to the Carolinas. I believe I went down to Myrtle Beach. Mom, I think I was down there and I saw you. And I was at my aunt's house, and I was like, had a beer. I'm like, hey, where do we recycle? And she was like, we don't recycle here. I'm like, what? Pretty sure I've been recycling since I was born. No, they don't recycle down here. I'm like, how the. But there's controversy about recycling too. I mean, you see recycling plants are just overflowed with recycling stuff. So it basically is like a landfill of things that eventually, maybe, hopefully someday will be turned back into what they were at one point before. What are we going to do next? Mars. We're going to fuck that place up too. We got just junk. It's got too much junk. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Put it in space. I don't know. It really surprises me that we haven't created like a dump on the moon. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody thought of what we should do is just take all of the crap from Earth, put it on a rocket ship, and shoot it up to the moon. But I do bet that that's been discussed. Anybody else want to throw money in on that? Like somebody thought of that. I think we can make that happen. Giant nets, man. It's giant nets. We keep all the shit. You'll be looking up at the full moon one night, and you'll be like, oh, there's what's the dark spot? Oh, that's where we put all of our junk. That's what that is. That's all the junk. But I guess to be fair, the International Space Station's robotic arm is still functional. Why don't we put that thing to use? Like, just start grabbing crap out of there, put it in a cargo bay. Like, somebody come pick this junk up. Next trip up. Like, where's Elon on this? Oh, he's worried about Mars. Not necessarily worried about space junk. Of course, when Starlink starts to get hit, perhaps then. Perhaps not. Seen a lot of interesting bribery. The dark side of the moon, Joe. Joe knows. Put it on the dark side of the moon. We just watched Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon the other night. It's where they're hiding the aliens. I'm telling you. It's where they're hiding them all. The dark side of the moon. Seen a lot of this stuff. I think Ohio. Didn't Ohio do like a $1 million lottery for those who gotten vaccinated? California, there was another lottery, and that had like 5 different tiers, like $5 million. And then it was like $250,000. And it was just a bunch of weird random things. So incentivizing vaccination, which I think is, if that doesn't blow your mind like it should. Like, wait, what? Send trash to the sun. Sun can eat it all up. I feel like that works maybe to an extent, and then all of a sudden, like, something bad happens. Because obviously the sun is growing. They're saying it was like 10 million years. The sun's just going to envelop us anyway, so I guess there goes our junk problem. Whoop. Gone. Poof. We'll be on Mars. So anyway, so all these states are doing these incentivizing programs to get people to get vaccinated, which should alarm you, first and foremost. But leave it to a state like West Virginia to at least make it a little more rednecky. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little more like yeet yeet. West Virginia is giving away new custom-built guns and trucks during a vaccine lottery. West Virginia Republican Governor Jim Justice announced on Tuesday his state would be giving away lots of highly desirable prizes as part of a lottery effort to get more of the state's residents vaccinated against coronavirus. The lottery runs from June 20th, Father's Day, through August 4th. Drawings happen once a week. Lottery includes $1 million prize, 2 4-year scholarships to any West Virginia institution, 2 custom pickup trucks, 5 lifetime hunting and fishing licenses, 5 custom hunting rifles, 5 custom shotguns. Leave it to West Virginia to do the most West Virginia thing out there. I love it. I mean, I don't love the fact that they're lottering off the fact that you should get a vaccine. You know how I feel. But, I mean, stick to your tokens, man. Stick to your jam. Money, pickup trucks, and guns. West Virginia. It so makes sense. And will probably work. I want a new pickup truck. I'm just saying to be aware of it, but at least we can make light of it because West Virginia came through and said, well, I guess we're going to do this. Let's do it in the most West Virginia way possible. Guns and pickup trucks. Yeah. Fiat Chrysler, if you have speaking of pickup trucks, if you have a Dodge pickup truck, they want to pay attention here. Fiat Chrysler recalls big Ram trucks because the wheels could fall off. That's a bummer. Joe's still not getting the poison. Yeah, man. I'm not either. I'm just saying it's such a West Virginia thing to do, like guns and pickup trucks. Funny, but still no. Fiat Chrysler said on Friday it's recalling more than 500,000 heavy-duty Ram pickup trucks to fix a problem that can cause the wheels to fall off. The recall covers certain 2012 through 2021 Ram 3500 heavy-duty pickup trucks, the Ram 4500 and 5500 cab chassis vehicles, mainly in North America. The trucks have dual rear wheels and flanged lug nuts. So if anybody has one of those, be aware. They're being recalled because the wheels could fall off. Riding along on my automobile. Imagine that you get a brand new truck from West Virginia. Love my Ram heavy duty 5500 dually. Damn it! Shouldn't have gotten the vaccine. Stupid truck. It's funny though, right? It's not funny. It'd be horrible. I've had that happen. I've had a wheel fall off a vehicle before. It was before I had my license. I was at my dad's house and they were holding on to I believe it's the POS edition, some 4-door junk piece of crap car, and everybody was gone. It was me and my 3 cousins, and we were like, let's take this for a spin. And the front wheel fell off about 2 miles down the road and flattened the bottom of the rotor. And the wheel was like another half a mile down the road. Tighten your lug nuts. That's all I'm saying. I was 14 or 15, I don't remember. It's a serious thing, though. Nobody wants the wheels to fall off. So if you have one of those vehicles, Dodge, basically the HD, the heavy-duty Dodge Rams, 2012 to 2021, it looked like they're mostly dualies. Take it into your local dealership and get that stuff taken care of. Yeesh. What else is going on in the world? Bunch of stuff. Bunch of things. Get to my headlines here. We stayed in an Airbnb. It was really nice while we were down in Florida. Loved it. This is not exactly how you want your Airbnb to go, nor how you want your drunken adventures to end up, because it's all no bueno. This comes from Fox News. A drunken 19-year-old woke up in handcuffs after he broke into a Milwaukee Airbnb rented out by Montana sheriff's deputies who were in town for special law enforcement training. The deputies were sleeping at the time the teen made his way into the home. They woke up, spotted the back door open, and the intruder sound asleep, according to a TikTok video posted over the weekend in which they explain the incident. I love it. Montana police on TikTok. Make sure you follow. This silly guy found the one Airbnb in all of downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, loaded with cops. Deputy Charles Pisola said in the video. The deputy said the team was drunk and had no idea where he was or where he came from. This is a first for that. I've woken up in random places. This is the first for that. I've woken up in random places, says the teen in the video. The lawman called 911 to report the encounter to local law enforcement. The teen was taken into custody by Milwaukee police, but reportedly didn't face any charges. Authorities said he was stumbling to the wrong home. The officers from Montana added the teen was lucky to have encountered the cops inside the home. Probably. Dude stumbles into my house. He's probably not going to get the same treatment. What if that dude had stumbled into a bed with a kid or a wife? I mean, it could have been a different morning, right? So wrong place, wrong time, but lucky place, lucky time that the dudes that actually know how to handle that situation, he said, according to the news outlet. He explained that he made the video in an effort to show a different side of police officers seldom seen by the public. Cops have a hard time right now, he explained, and when they can see we're still having fun and still real people and we're good, it's a good thing. I agree with that. Just imagine that kid, though. 19, stumbling around, stupid. This looks like my house. Did the cops leave the door unlocked, though? I mean, that's a good question. If I'm staying at anywhere in Milwaukee, door's going to be locked. I'm just saying. But I guess if you're a handful of Montana police officers, you'd probably feel pretty safe leaving it unlocked. Stumbles in, finds his way upstairs. No recognition that it looks nothing like the house that he's supposed to be in. Finds a place and crashes. Wake up, you wake up and he's still in that drunken stupor. You're like, what is happening? Is this real life? Yes, sir. This is the real deal. I think it's great. I think it's the fact that he is not facing any charges. Hopefully the lesson learned. Maybe this made him TikTok famous. Like, does he share that video on his TikTok? Like, hey, I was hanging out with the Montana police. And any way to get TikTok famous, I guess, as they say. As the kids like to say. Just want to be TikTok famous. Famous words of my son. Like, feel like we need to have better aspirations and goals in life. That's just me. But I do also agree with the philosophy of these police officers trying not to make it another incident. You know what I'm saying? Because there's enough of those that are being pushed out into public forum. But you have this one that is rather comical and ends and everybody's safe. It ends up on TikTok, on the Montana Police Department TikTok account. Make sure you follow them. Seems like they do funny stuff. But you need that. I love the attitude. I love that you're like, hey. Jody's having technical difficulties, if you notice. Yeah, and maybe that's me too. I don't know. Tough to say. We got a lot of stuff running on the interwebs here. So sometimes it just drops and then comes back on. I don't know. It's kicked us off of YouTube before. Joe's been watching. It kicks us off of YouTube and it makes it all funky. I don't know. It's weird, but hopefully we're still coming in crystal clear. Because we got Austin Bishop coming up in about half hour. Good stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's great to see that this type of story at least makes its way into some public domain where people can be like, oh, see, it's not all like bad shit. Sometimes it's hilarious things when idiots are doing idiotic things and the cops are like, dummy. And you learn a lesson. Know where you go. Know which home is your own home. Malaysia's under lockdown again, huh? That ain't the way, C-dubs. It ain't the way. It ain't the way. I think we've learned that. Florida has taught us a wise lesson. I think, who did I see that posted a great comparison? Like, everybody should apologize to Florida. Florida's like the super hot chick that everybody just assumes isn't very smart, and it turns out she's like super smart and super attractive. And you're like, oh, we're sorry. We judged you too soon. You did it right. I did. I was there. Did it right. What else is going on in the world? Yeah. A lot of underlying buzz coming out about Trump coming back into the picture. Apparently, he said now he's going to be, he feels like he's going to be back in office in August. Oh, he's like a good toss-out tweet that, no, not even a tweet anymore, I guess. It's like through a friend of a friend. You're just like, huh. Guess we'll keep an eye out. I guess we'll keep an eye out. I do believe we are now in the month, though, month of June. This is supposed to be the month when the Pentagon releases all of their information about unidentified flying objects, or UAPs, whatever you want to call them. They're trying not to call them UFOs because UFOs make people sound like they're crazy. It is what it is. Spacecraft. But this is supposed to be the month where they release the Pentagon releases all the information to Congress about all the documents that they have with redactions and with extractions on UFOs. So prepare yourself to see a lot of these stories coming up. And of course, we'll talk about it on the show because I'm just fascinated by it. Fascinated to the point where I'm excited, but already have a feeling that they're going to like leave out the good stuff. You know, be like UAP seen over Southern California coast, lands, blank exits from vehicle, you know, and it's all blanked out. Like they like the juicy part of the story there. That's like, no, we're not quite there yet, because the only thing that they're technically allowed to release or have to release at this point is specifically involving the flying objects, not the tiny aliens that are flying them. It's just the flying object itself. So I do feel like we're going to get kind of BS'd on a little bit. Like, landed and then landed in the ocean, and there was this big weird thing that came out of the redacted. Like, oh, man. It's like watching a good movie, and then your cable goes out. C-dubs, go make breakfast. It's breakfast time over there in Malaysia. Thanks for watching. We are global. The show is global. Malaysia and beyond. Yeah. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this all leads. Jeremy Corbell is doing another documentary, I believe, with extraordinarybeliefs.com is the website. So he's got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. George Knapp is back into the fold of things, doing great stories, reporting on all these updated sightings and the things that are happening with the naval ship that's now releasing footage of a bunch of UAPs around. It's going to get interesting. You just hope the world isn't distracted by other stuff, you know? Like, this is pretty groundbreaking stuff. Life-changing. Like, oh my gosh, we are not alone. And it's now confirmed we're not alone. And we're not distracted by, variants. Things like that. Like, oh, what? Aliens exist. Gas prices are at an all-time high. I feel like the aliens have the answers to those problems. I believe they have the technology. That's weird. And I was reading an article. It was just kind of like how Hollywood has prepared us mentally for these revelations that extraterrestrial life and spaceships and all this stuff exist, because everybody will gravitate towards a storyline from a movie that they watch that involves aliens. So whether it's like Independence Day and you're like, oh shit, they're coming to blow us up. Bad news. Call Will Smith. Help figure it out. Or E.T., where it's like very peaceful, it's very calm, and we'll overreact to it, which I'm sure we have, and I'm sure we will. Like I said, I was just watching Transformers, which is an alien movie. You're like, huh. So now we have a dichotomy of good alien, bad alien, one that wants to be friendly with the Earthlings, one that does not. So everybody kind of goes, oh, and then gravitates towards a Hollywood film that helps you understand and comprehend what is going to take place when, if, and in addition to, contact is ever made that we get privy to. You'll always go to that like, is it like Star Wars? When's the Millennium Falcon land? Like, where are all the Wookiees? That'd be pretty cool. You can imagine a spaceship full of Ewoks. How cool would that be? Like, it's a bunch of Ewoks. What up? What up, fellas and ladies, or whatever's. But I found the article, I mean, it makes sense because nobody knows legitimately. So many different theories out there. From we're just the ants and they're coming to, like, it's like when you're above an anthill and you just kind of look down and you like peer and see what's going on with the ants. Are they just coming down like looking at us like, these people are really weird. Oh, look, they plan to destroy themselves. What kind of resources do they have once they're all gone? Trying to get to Mars? Ha! So we have all the theories of why, but we don't really know. So you automatically associate with, I don't want to say your favorite necessarily, but the movie that regards aliens in existence on Earth. Maybe it's Men in Black. Maybe they've been here the whole time. Maybe there's a secret agency that's known about them. We've all been laser flashed with that thing. Stare right into this. Almost forgot about Men in Black. Another time Will Smith is saving us from the aliens. See? He's got a track record. We got to get him out of that dad bod mode, though. Like, I want fit Will Smith. Yeah? I want Will Smith training to be an Ali. That's what I want. Greg in the house. What's up, Greg? Last morning at Fest is kind of like Alien. It is. It's a combination, like the last, especially like when you talk Sunday morning, Greg. And if y'all have been to Fest, rock and or country, like that Sunday morning after like the shows are done, like Sunday morning is a combination between alien invasion and like zombie apocalypse. It's a mesh between those two things. Perhaps it's both. You see people just like aimlessly wandering around trying to put their life together. You're like, I don't even know. It's like that kid in Milwaukee. He didn't know where he was going. There's a lot of those people just like, yeah, the last morning of Fest is definitely zombie apocalypse meets alien invasion. I feel like I could go out there, Greg, and maybe I'll do this. Like Sunday morning, go out with like a DSLR cam and just like take a bunch of different video of people and then put it together, like do some video production and like give it a weird cinematic video effect. Tripping, falling over. Just, and you drive by the line of people trying to get out so they can go home. It's like aliens driving. How do we work this thing? Oh, that is a great analogy. The last morning of Fest is much like Alien Nation. I might do that. I might do that. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to jot that on the notes. Video of Sunday at Fest. Because I think it could be a great thing. Poor people. Just unexpecting. Because they get the footage, like when everybody's having a good time, everybody's partying, it's great. Dressed up, all weird. Then you get them on the day when they've found, like the night before you find that next gear. And I've talked about this when I was at Fest. You find that gear, that last night, that last day, because you know you ramp up. You go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going hard, and then Saturday comes, you're like, oh, got to find the next gear, and you find it. And then Sunday comes, and you regret finding that gear. Plenty of moments that need to be captured on film and turned into some sort of like, we'll put zombie sound effect. Do we have zombie sound effects? I think we do. We don't have. Oh, we do. Look at a bunch of this shit. It's like filming people getting out of their campers in the morning. Just like dumping their pool out. Like, oh, this was so dumb. I love it. This is going to be a thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate the zombie sound effect. Every once in a while, we get to use those, and I get excited. I'm like, oh, zombies. Some shit, yeah. I think we have an alien one, too, don't we? No. Oh, space. Will Smith and shit. Yeah. That's what we got. Okay. Enough already. We'll take a short break and be back. Don't forget, Austin Bishop is coming up at the top of the hour. Straight up 6 o'clock. He will join the program. We'll talk about all of his new shows he's got coming up, music, all of the things. Another fantastically bearded fella joins the program in just a bit. We'll be back. Hold on. Yes, and we're back. Cut the music. We're back. Austin Bishop coming up at the top of the hour. A bunch of new tunes coming out, a bunch of new show dates as well. I think he's getting pretty close to Wisconsin. So wherever you're watching from, hopefully he has a show date near you. Definitely want to check out Austin Bishop. We'll talk more about Piedmont, Alabama's very own in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes from now, he'll join the program. A couple of the stories we want to get to here while we have some time to chat. Love your feedback. Always love your comments. Please make sure you're hitting them up wherever you're watching, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You can leave your comments in the comment section. I pull them up. I can see them over here. And then we discuss. You have 1 week, ladies and gentlemen, to tell Amazon not to share your internet connection with your neighbors. How is your relationship with your neighbors? Let's talk about it. Let's not. This comes from Breitbart News. Amazon is about to enable a new feature on Alexa and Echo devices on June 8th that will create a wireless mesh service sharing a slice of users' internet bandwidth with nearby neighbors. The steps to disable this intrusive feature from the masters of the universe can be found at BreitbartNews.com. Make sure you check it out. So basically what they're going to do is create this Wi-Fi network using a little bit of your bandwidth and a little bit of your neighbor's bandwidth and a little bit. So there's just internet everywhere. Now, if you value your internet, especially your internet speed when you have a show like this and we're running on, I had a bunch of monitors. We got the news feed coming up here. We got the phones hooked up. Everything is running. We're obviously live streaming at 60 frames per second. Trying to get you crystal clear of a picture as we can. Like, bandwidth is important, and I don't want to share it with anybody. I know it sounds selfish, but seriously. So there are steps. I'm sure if you go on Google or you go on DuckDuckGo, you'll be able to find them. Say hi to the wifey for me, Greg. Hello. I'm not sure what that. It was a combination of a parade wave, and I don't know what. I'm not sure. But hello. But it's like, would you have heard that story if I hadn't told you? Like, I feel like if I wouldn't have stumbled across that story, I would not have known. Like, there's not an email that comes from Amazon that's like, oh, by the way, we're going to be sharing some of your bandwidth with everybody to create this mesh network, sharing a little bit from everybody's Wi-Fi. Like, nobody would have known that. But that one time you're trying to look up a story and you're like, why is it taking so damn long? So, if you have, and we have, I think, 3 robots that are hooked up. So I have to go in on each one of them. It looks like you have to go on each one of your devices and turn Amazon Sidewalk is what it's called. So if you're looking to Google it and figure out how to disable your devices, Amazon Sidewalk, so that people walking down your street can use your Wi-Fi. Unless I put a tip jar out there and people are throwing money in there, no. No, thank you. No, thank you very much. All right. If you have cats, I'm sorry. I don't like cats. I'm not a cat person. I'm allergic to cats. Actually, I may not be as allergic as I was when I was a child. I realized it when I was around somebody's cat at one point as a very knee-high to a grasshopper fella. But this cat's never been my jam. And the weird thing about that is they're automatically, they know that I don't like them. And so they will find their way into my universe. You know what I'm saying? Going to somebody's house and they have a cat and the cat's like, oh, hey, you don't like me, so I'm going to be as close to you as I possibly can. Hey, asshole. Our neighbors have a cat, 2 cats, and they get out of the dog door. And the other night we're watching a show or a documentary or something, and all of a sudden the fucking cat is sitting on top of my Jeep in the driveway. I'm like, what? So I hit the door lock thing, and it's bonk, bonk. It's honking. The cat doesn't care. He just perched his ass up there for hours. Because he knows that I'm not a fan. And here's part of the reason why. 79-year-old woman was found eaten from the waist up by her pet cats after she died in her apartment in Spain. C-Dubs is back. Police discovered the decomposing body of a Colombian woman on Monday who was said to have been partially eaten by her pet cats, according to the report by the Daily Mail. 5 of the 7 animals in the apartment were also found dead when police and firefighters entered the apartment in northern Madrid on Monday. The 2 surviving cats, which are reported to have partially eaten the upper half of the lady's body, were taken to animal rescue. While the autopsy results have not yet been released, her body is believed to have been decomposing in the apartment for about 3 months. The woman had reportedly been living alone in her apartment since 1996, with the rest of her family living in Colombia, and she was in Spain, in Madrid. The 2 cats, the surviving cats, who reportedly ate this woman from the waist up, sent to animal rescue. Now, so I'm lucky I'm not a cat person. I'm lucky I'm not a cat person in Madrid. So say you go to the animal rescue place, like, hey, I'm looking to adopt a couple of cats. Like, well, it's fun. We have 2 right here. Muffy and Tuffy. You know, nice as can be. Yeah, well fed. Yeah, healthy. And you don't even know. They're not going to tell you that story. Like, oh, by the way, Muffy and Tuffy ate the remains of their previous owner. You'd be like, where are the dogs? Where are the dogs? You don't need that kind of negativity in your life, people. Just be aware. Next time you're in the market for a pet. And I'm all for animal rescue, you know? Adopt, all the things. When it comes to cats, like, you got to know. Like, give me the backstory. I mean, did this cat once eat its decomposing owner? Because they won't give you that information. They might not even give it to you if you ask. So what do? Go get a dog, or bird, or a goldfish. I'm offering you life suggestions here. Because you don't want to be that woman in that story. Like, do you? No. You don't want to be her. Cat lady. Eaten by her cats. You don't want that to be you. You want your long-lost family in Colombia reading this story and going, oh, we should have called more. Really? Thank you, Brenda, for the follow. Appreciate it. I just saw the notification pop up here. Thank you, Brenda, joining the Cooperville Live revolution, talking about cats eating their human owners. It just seemed like, this is kind of the informative stuff you're going to get here. Like aliens and cats that eat their owners. What more do you need out of life? Probably not very much. So I'm just telling you. I don't want to go as far as say that cats are the devil. But have you ever watched Constantine? The movie Constantine? Keanu Reeves. Great movie. I heard they're doing a sequel, but he's got to do like Matrix 4, John Wick 5, and then I think Constantine's coming back. But he's able to basically see into hell by looking into a cat's eyeballs. Don't believe everything you see in the movies, but perhaps take that nugget of information as you go look for a new animal. And remember the story about the lady in Madrid who was half eaten by her cats. Somebody else is going to adopt those cats. Completely oblivious to why they're so plump, Muffy and Tuffy. Fatty cats. Don't want to be part of that, do you? No, you don't. Not even a little bit. Ugh. Reminding myself never, ever get a cat. As you should too. C-Dubs, welcome back. C-Dubs plays YouTube. On the YouTube. Get that mouse pad. Get that stuff. Cats are evil. Greg knows. Dogs are amazing. Cats, half in, half out. That was the quote from Constantine. Was the cats are half in hell and half in the hell plane and half in reality. Demonic little human-eating murderers. Murderers. They are. Do you have any idea? I mean, you ever want to really research cats? Like, see what cats eat. Like, legit. You're probably taking care of a lot of the rodent problems in the world. But it's a little scary. Human eaters. Thank you to Brenda. Seen it pop up on here too for following the show. Another big way you can help spread the word about the show, of course, is to share the stream. Share it wherever, whether you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook or on Twitch. If you want to host, all the stuff. Help us grow. We got a big week coming this week. Of course, Austin Bishop is going to be on here in a couple minutes. We have Dylan Newhouse coming up tomorrow. And my great friend from the band Shaman's Harvest, Nathan Hunt, is going to join us coming up on Thursday. So we got a busy week coming this week. It only gets bigger as you share the program. So take all the things that you've learned so far today about cats and aliens. Share that kind of information and wealth with your friends and family. Means a lot to me. Austin Bishop, I saw him pop back up on Facebook, and dude's got like shows lined up. He was telling me, he was like, all of a sudden I looked at June and I was booked out. And this is a good thing. Good to be getting back to live shows. Austin Bishop is back. He got the beard all trimmed up, looking all svelte and stuff. What's going on, my friend?
What's going on, brother? How you been?
Just the dream, man.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. The living the dream, man. How about yourself?
Been doing good. I got me a nice little run in right before the show, so I'm good and fresh for you.
I like it, man. That's the jam. You got to get back in stage shape, man. I saw your itinerary for the month of June. You're nonstop back to back, my friend.
No doubt, brother. I was pumped, man. I was sitting, and school's out now. My last day was Friday, and so I was sitting there getting ready for my June shows, and I started writing everything down on paper. I was like, holy crap! I've only got like 3 days. I've only got like 3 days to sleep. So
that's good though. It's got to feel good to be.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's got to feel good to be getting back out and cranking it up like full tilt.
Oh, no doubt, man. It's pretty cool because I get to go to Chicago for the first time. I'm really pumped about that. A buddy of mine, Dave Canavan, he's put me up with a few shows over at his places in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So over at Emerald Isle, and he's got 2 more bars that he just opened up. So I'm going to go and play them with a couple buddies of mine from Tennessee. So I'm pumped, man. And then I'm going down to the Floribama in the middle of June. Getting to go back down there and hang out at the beach a little bit with the fam and some of the Floribama peeps. So it'll be good.
No, dude, I just got back from vacation down in Southwest Florida, and I was, being from Wisconsin and stuff, and obviously you have Alabama roots and stuff, but you've been around the South and you get that vibe. Like, I was really surprised at how entrenched country music is down in that region. Like, we were on the beach and people were cranking up, new country and stuff. I mean, it was just the vibes down there, which I'm sure you've experienced, especially down in the the beaches of Alabama and Florida and stuff like that. That's like, there's that passion level is there, man. It's good. It's got to feel good for you to be able to get back down there and enjoy it.
Oh, dude, the place I'm playing at in Orange Beach in Floribama, they've got like 6 stages.
Jeez.
So I mean, yeah, it's like there's 4 on where the main Floribama's at, where it first started, and then across the street they've got like a yacht club stage, a beach stage, and then like a grill and bar stage. So it's all, and it's every day. It's Sunday through Saturday. They get like probably 6 or 7 different acts. On each stage every day, depending on how long the sets are. But it's down south, especially around the beaches, man. Well, you've got like people like Jimmy Buffett, Kenny
Mm.
Chesney, that kind of vibe. And I mean, I grew up on Buffett and Chesney and stuff like that too. So the island country music is kind of different than traditional country, but it's different than Texas country and stuff like that. So all kind of music down there for sure.
So I know you're starting off here this weekend with a show in Georgia, and then of course talk about the Chicago dates and stuff like that. Like for you though, you talked about getting a run in, which kudos, man. I'm a runner myself. I love getting out and getting that fresh air and stuff. But how do you get because I know you had some one-off stuff that you were doing. There was some acoustic things that you kind of had sprinkled in there. So there was some shows that you've done, but this is like pound and grind, like the pavement. Like how do you get like prepared for that? Is this part of it, the running part of it? Like how do you get the vocal cords ready? What's your process when you get ready for, like you said, 3 days off in the month of June?
Well, it's funny. Somebody asked me one time when I probably about a year or so ago, how I get my vocals warm and everything, and I was like, well, I take a shot of tequila or a shot of Jack, and I get up there and sing. I was like, man, you don't do any kind of warm ups or anything? I was like, no, dude, I ain't got time for that. I said, I'm lucky if I show up on time. So, but no, man, I haven't. It's going to be interesting because I haven't been, like you said, tired of pavement in a while. It's going to be, I think, the drive to Illinois is about Chicago is about 10 hours for me. So that's going to be the longest road trip I've had in a while. So it's going to be interesting to see. But, man, I just think the adrenaline of being able to get out on the road again and play some shows is going to be what carries me through it. And getting to meet new people, like we talked about last time. I'm a people person. I've always been a people person. And when I go to Chicago, I'm probably going to know about 3 people. So the ones that come to my shows are going to be new folks that hear me, and I hope they like it. But they'll definitely have a friend in me, whether they like my music or not. So it's like I said, it's going to be exciting, and I think that's what's going to get me through it more than anything.
Last time we spoke, you were enjoying family vacation, overlooking the beach, which was a beautiful sight, and I'm not sure that may have played a part in the fact I need to see the ocean again. Like get me out of the landlocked state of Wisconsin. But since then, since you've been on vacation and kind of back and finishing up school and things, like what has been? Have you been working on music? Like what's been your process in the last? It's been about a month since we spoke. Like what have you been up to?
Well, I've done a lot of writing. I've got about 4 or 5 different songs that I feel good about since me and you talked last. I've been able to do a lot of video and telephone rights with some buddies of mine. And I've got some pretty cool stuff, man, that I'm hoping to get in the studio and record. I've got a couple of different places that I want to record different songs. So we'll see how that goes. I'm wanting to have some stuff at least recorded by the end of the summer and maybe have it out by fall. So we'll see. I'm not real sure if I'm going to do singles or EPs. I'm the type of person to just go ahead and get it all out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say, well, you don't want to put out a whole EP, put out a single, and then if it hits good, then put out another one, then put out your EP. But I mean, if it's good, it's good, and people are going to listen to it. And if it's not, they won't. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've done a lot of writing. I'm trying to get in shape, man. This COVID thing, I did the Murph yesterday.
Yeah.
And well, I tried the Murph. I can't do pull-ups or push-ups right now. I had wrist surgery about 2 weeks ago.
Oof.
So I'm trying to get over that. And but I did a modified Murph, and man, that's why I came up here to run today. I ran, if you can see. I ran up these hills in the cemetery we got here back home, and I've been snaking it, so I'm trying to get these legs and get myself back in shape. But just trying to get ready. I knew things were gonna open back up during the summer and in the fall, and so far everything's falling into place as long as nothing crazy happens and we don't have any kind of any more loon decisions on closing stuff down.
Right.
But like we said last time, I think everybody's ready to open up and get it back going. So
yeah, I mean, I noticed that it's opened up here in Wisconsin. I noticed that down in Florida too. Obviously, Florida's kind of been open the whole time, but you really got the sense. And we met a ton of people that were not from Florida. We met Wisconsinites. We met people from all over the world down there, and that was kind of one of the main things is that a lot of people were just really sick of being cooped up and not enjoying their lives and stuff. And that a giant part of that for the majority of people is that live music aspect. And so to see you having all those dates was a super exciting thing for me. Now, when you're out on the road, I know it's, you have your life. It's a very busy life. Is there another edition coming? Did I see something that there's more coming to the Bishop family of talent?
Right.
Yeah, I got a new one coming.
Yeah, we got a little girl on the way, so
Nice.
I'm pumped about
Congratulations.
that. I appreciate it. She's gonna be mean and redheaded. So
that's probably what you want, though. If you want a daughter, you want to have her be mean and redheaded. That's take care of those boys.
If I don't make her mean, her brothers will for sure. So.
That's awesome, man. Well, I know that's congratulations on that. I know that adds to all the craziness of your life right now. But do you find that when you get back out on the road, you talked about having some songs that you've written and you want to get down by the end of summer, but it feels like when you get out and you're experiencing new things and you're meeting new people, that has to add to your arsenal of things to write about, because you can experience so many things, in the shell that's been the last year. But when you get out and you're meeting new people and you find stories of the road, there's always great stories of the road, or you hear other people's stories. It's got to be a great mechanism for you to absorb all that stuff to add to more songs you'll be writing as the summer progresses, we get into fall of 2021.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some of my better songs that I've written have been while going down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not uncommon to me to open up the notepad and hit the speaker button and just start talking and just letting the notes take themselves while I'm going down the road. And like you said, the experiences. I like to write from stuff that I've went through personally, and so that's gonna, like you said, it's gonna build arsenal. With little sister coming on the way, that's gonna be something else to add to it as well. And just everyday experiences, man. Whether it be having a kid, going down the road, driving to work out, something like that. Going to see my grandmama. There was a time she got COVID back in. I was on spring break. I was coming back from the beach when I found out, actually. So she's been in Birmingham with my aunt for a while. She had been home in about 2 months, and I got to see her for Mother's Day.
Nice.
So just daily life experiences is really what I try to pull from when I write. So like getting on this road, these road trips that I've got coming up, I'm looking forward to that as well. Getting some new material to write about, because it's like you said, you pull from different things, and it's kind of hard to write about different things when you're in the house all the time, or in the same area. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
How do you have like a magical way of balancing all that? I mean, you have so many things going on, with family life, with work life, with school, all the things. Like, how do you keep balance, when it comes to, making sure you're, if you're writing, you want to devote the time to writing. If you're, husbanding, you want to devote the time to husbanding. If you're dadding, you got to devote the time to dadding. Like, how do you keep it all balanced? Is it just kind of trying to keep all the plates spinning at one time while you roll down the road of life?
You sleep with your boots on.
I love it.
No, man. It's funny. I've always been a fly on the edge of my seat kind of guy, just going with the flow and everything. And now becoming a dad and being a family guy, it's called for me to be a little bit more organized, I guess.
Right.
On top of having my full-time job as a teacher, and then trying to get my workouts in, and trying to devote time, like you said, to my wife and to my kids and to my music without cutting anybody short.
Right.
And it is difficult at times, man. There's just not enough hours in the day. So, certain days are devoted or have to be devoted to certain things, and sometimes certain hours of the day are devoted to certain things. So, and that's from getting your grass cut, to going out on dates, to going to shows, to band practice, to anything.
Yeah.
So it's definitely helped or made me become a little bit more organized and focused, for sure.
I think Sleeping With My Boots On needs to be a single that Austin Bishop cuts. I'm just saying. I'm going to throw that little nugget out there, like Sleeping With My Boots On. It's got like, roll that around, chew on that one a little bit, and if anything spits out, we'll chat about it. There's something there, though.
I'll write it down as soon as we get done.
Awesome, man. Well, all these dates, again, AustinBishopMusic.com has got all the tour dates on there. And again, just looking at that Florida-Bama thing, like we got back a week ago yesterday, so a week ago Monday, and I want to go back. So I'm looking at those, those late June days down at the Florida-Bama Yacht Club in Pensacola, like,
Come on, man.
Come on.
The more the merrier. It's a great time down there at the Florida-Bama, man. They're really good people. It's such a great environment down there because everybody's just having a good time and enjoying, the beach and just fellowshipping. For it to be such a big bar, I don't think, and I've spent a lot of time down there, but I don't think I've ever seen a fight in the Florida-Bama. So,
yeah.
And I may have missed it. Don't get me wrong, but it's a very good time, and the beaches are beautiful, man. It's beautiful scenery, and I love it. So I'm just looking forward to it. We my wife and our boys are going to get to go, and,
nice.
and my mother-in-law. So we got us a last minute condo. But hey, I'll be honest with you, you got to be careful because, man, we were looking at it, and condos were like $2 or $3 grand for 4 or 5 nights. So
wow.
they're few and far between. We looked up and got a spot that's probably about 10 minutes, I guess, from the Florida-Bama. So, but they do like RV camping spots and stuff like that. And I mean, for me, I was cool with that. But they're only like $100 a night to do RV camping down there. Yeah. They're nice RVs too. They're almost like tour buses. So.
Nice, man. Well, I was so excited when I saw the dates pop up there, and I messaged you, and you're like, yeah, I kind of woke up and I was writing things down. I'm like, oh man, I got a full month of June, which I know for you just feels great to have shows lined up, to have some great shows lined up, go to new places and meet new people, and I know that's a big part of it, especially when you talk about building you as an artist. Anytime you can meet new fans and get out there, this is using social media is one thing, and that's kind of become this conduit between artist and fan. But the best and original way of doing it is being in that. Nope. We lost you, then we got you back. Now we got you back. There he is.
Still with me?
I'm with you. Are you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm lagging a little bit. It says I got full service, but I got straight talk, so there ain't no telling.
But I'm just saying that it's got to. I know you're excited to get back out because the best way to grow that fan base is to be out in front of them and do what you do best, and that's playing your music and kicking ass.
Yeah, man. Social media is cool, but I'm not good at it. That's one thing I struggle with is I don't update enough. I don't go Facebook Live, Instagram Live enough. I don't post enough videos and stuff like that. But I do love to go out and play shows. I love to meet people and play in front of new folks. And I've noticed. I mean, I have a really good circle, a really good fan base. They share my stuff as much as they can, but I think I get more followers and stuff like that from going and playing new places than I do if I post a cover video or something like that. So that's a big part of my growth from what I've seen is being able to go out and play these shows. And that's what kind of sucked when everything shut down. I never stopped playing shows, but some of the bigger festivals and stuff like that kind of shut down. And I like playing bars and restaurants and personal parties and everything like that. But there's just not as big of a crowd, I guess. There's not as big of a range of audience. Yeah. So it's gonna be really nice to get out in front of new people and on a broader spectrum.
Awesome, man. AustinBishopMusic.com is website, at @BishopMusic on Instagram, and of course you can find him on Facebook. We got all the links from all the show postings for this gathering and the last one we had. Austin, man, I'm so happy that you're getting back out there. Congratulations on the new edition that's on the way. I know that will add another plate in the air for you to keep on spinning around, but you're doing a hell of a job, man, at all the things. So congratulations, and look forward to seeing you hopefully soon on one of these shows. Maybe that Pensacola sounds nice all the time, but if you're going to be down there, maybe that's even more of an incentive to make the trip.
I hear you. I'll tell you what, if I see you down there, first round's on me.
Awesome, brother. Take care of yourself, my best, and we'll see you on the road, man.
Yeah, man. See you. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Austin Bishop right there on Cooperville Live. AustinBishopMusic.com is the website. Go and check it out. It's got all the tour dates on there. Those shows, Emerald Isle in Chicago, June 13th, I think is the first one. Let me just make sure I scroll back up here. Yeah, so make sure you check out austinbishopmusic.com. Tour dates, everything is up there. Love having Austin on. Great story, and congratulations. New addition, new baby on the way, too. So more to write about. There's a lot of great songs out there about daddies and daughters. I've heard another one today, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But great stuff. Thank you, Brenda. Yes, Austin, he is the best. He is the best. Thank you, Brenda and Joe, everybody, for being a part of the show today. Tomorrow we are back from Monument of a Memory. Lead singer Mr. Dylan Newhouse will be on the program. New Jersey-based rock outfit, killer voice. Dude is just lighting things up. I found him on social media again. Another one of those artists. I was like, bro, we got to chat about your talent. And so Dylan Newhouse is on the show coming up tomorrow at 5:10 p.m. The show starts at 5 p.m. Central. So make sure you join us. Hit the notification bar, and you can subscribe and get updates and every time we go live, because we do it Monday through Friday outside of holidays, starting at 5 p.m. Central. So take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We will see you tomorrow. Hit the links. Let's go. Peace, Joe. Peace.